Hello student, welcome and very good morning to you. Today I will be discussing DPP on law of homogeneity and dimensions of unknown quantities. This video will be extremely beneficial for the student who are preparing for NEET, main, advanced and WB joint. Please write a comment. This comment will be extremely helpful for me to make the next video. Okay, now let's start. The formula to solve these MCQs are, look at this, the dimension of LHS is equal to dimension of RHS. Okay, number two formula, the added terms have same dimension. Added terms have same dimension. Same dimension. Look at this. If y equal to a minus 2b plus 3c, these are added terms. So dimension of y equal to dimension of a equal to dimension of b equal to dimension of c. Okay. And another important concept, the angle, trigonometric function, exponential function, and power has no dimension. Okay. Question number one. Alpha equal to force by v square sine beta t. Find dimensions of alpha, beta. Okay, v is the velocity, f is the force. Look at this, sine beta t. So beta t is the angle. Angle has no dimension. So dimension of beta t equal to 1. So beta into dimension of t is capital T equal to 1. So beta has dimension t minus 1. Okay, look at this, t minus 1. Now look at this, sine beta t has no dimension. Okay, so alpha has same dimension as that of force by velocity square. No problem. Now dimension of force is the mlt minus 2. No problem. Velocity has dimension lt minus 1. So v square means l square t minus 2. T minus 2 cancel out. So look at this, ml minus 1. So alpha has dimension ml minus 1 and beta has dimension t minus 1. Look at this, option 1 is correct. Okay. Now question number 2. Look at this, s equals to 1/3 ft cube. F has the dimension of. Look at this. Here f equal to, this is the 3s by t cube. Therefore, dimension of f is equal to dimension of s by dimension of t cube. Now, dimension of s is L and dimension of t cube is capital T cube. So, look at this, L t minus 3 is the dimension of f. Look at this, m naught L t minus 3. Option 3 is correct. Okay. Now, look at this question number 3. Given that the force is given F equals to P t to the power minus 1 qt. Here t is the time, the unit of P is same as that of. Look at this, these are the added terms. So added terms have same dimension, that is dimension of force equal to dimension of P t minus 1 is equal to dimension of qt. We have to calculate dimension of pt. Now, you know, dimension of force is ml t minus 2, no problem. And dimension of this is the p, this is the t. So, look at this from here, p equal to, this is the ml t minus 1. That is the dimension of momentum. Look at this, option 4 is correct. Now look at this question number 4. If force F on a sphere of radius A moving in a medium with velocity v is given by F equal to 6 pi eta AV, the dimensions of eta. Look at this here, dimension of force is equal to, this is the dimension of, this is the 6 pi eta AV. So eta AV, because 6 pi has no dimension. So dimension of eta is equal to dimension of force divided by dimension of A into dimension of V. Okay, no problem. So dimension of force, look at this, you know, M L T minus. Dimension of A, that is the radius L, and dimension of V, this is the LT minus 1. Okay, no problem. Now this L and this L cancel out. So look at this is the M L minus 1 T minus 2 plus 1. So this is the M L minus 1 T minus 1. Okay, no problem. So look at this, M L minus 1 T minus 1 is the dimension of eta. Look at this question number 5. The force is given in term of T and displacement x by the equation F equals to A cos bx plus C sin dt. Then the dimension of d by b. Look at this, bx is the angle. So bx has no dimension. So b into L equal to what? So dimension of b is equal to L minus 1. dt also represents angle. Dt has no dimension. So dimension of d into dimension of small t is equal to 1. So d has dimension. This is the t minus 1. Now look at this, dimension of d by b. That means the dimension of, that means t minus 1 divided by L minus 1. So look at this can be written as LT minus 1. So this represents velocity. Now look at this, option 4 is correct. Now question number 6. In the relation y equal to r sin omega t minus kx, the dimension of omega by kr. Look at this, omega t minus kx represents angle. So omega t minus kx has no dimension. So this is the 1. As omega t minus kx are the added term, so dimension of omega t equal to dimension of kx. So look at this, dimension of omega t equal to dimension of kx. Therefore, dimension of omega by k is equal to dimension of x by t. No problem. X is dimension L and t has dimension t. So look at this, LT minus 1 is the dimension of omega by k. Look at this option not correct. This option is correct. Okay. Now question number 7. A wave is represented by y equal to a sin at minus bx plus c, where a, b, c are constant. The dimensions of a, b, c are. Okay. Here sin at minus bx plus c. So this quantity represents angle. Angle has no dimension. So dimension of at minus bx plus c is equal to what? As these are added terms, so dimension of at is equal to dimension of bx is equal to dimension of c is equal to what? This. So c is the dimensionless, that is m naught, n naught, t naught. No problem. Bx, that is bl equal to 1. Okay. So b has dimension l minus 1. At is equal to what? So dimension of a, this is the t minus 1. So look at this, a has dimension t minus 1, b has dimension l minus 1, and c has dimension m naught, n naught, t naught. Look at this, a t minus 1, b l minus 1, and c dimensionless. Okay, option 2 correct. No problem. Now question number 8. The equation dv by dt equal to at minus bv is describing the rate of change of velocity of a body falling from rest in a resisting medium, the dimensions of A and P. Look at this, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time, that means acceleration. Acceleration has dimension LT minus 2, no problem. So, dimension of LT minus 2 equals to dimension of AT minus BV. As AT minus BV are the added term, so dimension of AT is equal to dimension of BV is equal to dimension of LT minus 2. Therefore, dimension of A is equal to LT minus 2 by T. So, this is the LT minus T. Okay. Dimension of V means LT minus 1 is equal to, this is the LT minus 2. Okay, no problem. So, dimension of B is equal to dimension of T minus 1. So, look at this. A has dimension LT minus 3 and B has dimension T minus 1. Option 2 correct. Okay. Many thanks for watching this video. This video will be extremely helpful for you. Please give a comment on this video. To get this video in each day, please subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell